Yo, what's good, everybody? This your boy Cobra coming at you with another Destiny gameplay video. This is Crucible, and we're playing Control. This is one of my favorite game types on Crucible. Sometimes I might mess around with Clash, but Control, that's the place to be. My question is, for the viewer, is what is your favorite go-to weapon? And it don't have to be just one weapon. It can be two. It could be your favorite go-to weapons, plural. I'm talking about primary, secondary, and heavy. I'll start first since I'm the commentator of this video. I'm the host of the channel, so let me start. Number one for me is the Suros Regime. That's my primary. To me, it's the best auto rifle on the game. You know, you may debate it. You might have another auto rifle that you might like, but to me, the Suros Regime is the #1 gun on the game when it comes down to auto rifles. It's very stable. It has a lot of impact, especially when it goes into slowdown mode. When you're shooting from the hip, it has a higher fire rate, and then when you sight down, ADS, it slows down the fire rate, but it deals more damage. So it's pretty much like an auto rifle, but if you hold the trigger, it'll shoot more like a scout rifle, as you can see. I get a lot of headshots with the Suros Regime, so that's my #1. Now I'm gonna give you a bonus. My #2 has to be a scout rifle, and that's the Crusader 1 new Monarchy gun. It's a nice scout rifle. I don't know if it's the best, I don't know if it's the worst, but to me, I'm comfortable using it. I get a lot of headshots with it also, and it's very accurate and it's very stable. That's the most important thing about guns and weapons to me, is the stability of it. The power I can deal with. As long as it has some decent damage, I can deal with that, but it has to be stable, very stable. That's #1 priority for me. Now my secondary, it all depends. Okay, I'm gonna explain something to the people that don't play Destiny. If you do play Destiny, you already know this already. But you cannot have two exotics at once. You can't have two exotics simultaneously. My Suros Regime is an exotic. So if I'm using the Suros Regime, I have to use a legendary sniper rifle, which you can use fusion rifles or whatever the case may be, or a shotgun, but I rather use snipers. But I have to use the Black Hammer. The Black Hammer, like I said, once again, stability, and it has a high deal of damage. And if I'm using the Crusader 1, I have to use the Icebreaker, an exotic sniper rifle. You don't have to get headshots with the Icebreaker. It deals a lot of damage just by hitting the target, because it deals great damage and bonus damage. And if two people are standing together or rolling together right next to each other, you can do damage to both just by hitting one. So you can pretty much kill two birds with one stone. Get what I'm saying? Now, #3, heavy weapon. My favorite heavy weapon on Crucible is the MG18A Holmes Way that deals AUG damage. Now, I have the solar damage Holmes Way, but I rather use the AUG damage on Crucible because to me, like I said, stability is the #1 priority for me on Crucible. It deals a lot of damage, just like all the rest of the guns, but the stability is the thing that makes me grab the Holmes Way with AUG damage than the one with solar damage. Now, it could be just me. It might not be the way it is for everybody else, but to me, the solar damage one doesn't have that much stability. I feel like when I use the one with solar damage, I'm just shooting all over the place, and you know, the only thing I have to do is pulse it, but most of the time when I'm using the LMG, I just want to tear through everything. So that's why I rather use the one with AUG damage. Now, one heavy weapon that I may start using is the Gjallarhorn. I'm more than sure everyone that plays Crucible know what I'm talking about when I say using the Gjallarhorn is pretty fucking godly. I don't mean to curse, but it's like the most badass shit ever. So the Gjallarhorn, it has a lot of velocity. It has a big blast radius. Plus, it deals bonus damage with the swarm grenades that hit after the impact. So, I never played it on Crucible, but I have played it on like strikes and story missions and things like that. And I have a lot of fun with the Gjallarhorn. And one other gun that I forgot to mention was the Vanquisher, another new Monarchy gun. I got plenty new Monarchy guns. It's like I'm just new Monarchy all the way 100%. But the Vanquisher is one of my go-to weapons also. It's an auto rifle. It doesn't deal as much damage as the Suros Regime. That's why I would pick the Suros Regime over the Vanquisher. But most days when I'm just messing around, I'll play with the Vanquisher. But that's my favorite weapons. I want you guys to name your favorite go-to weapons. Primary, secondary, and heavy. That's even if you use all those. I know some people only plays with primary. Some people only play with secondary. Some people, you know, I hate these type of gamers that just wait by the heavy weapon box and just want to use heavy weapons. But that's the way they play. That's the way you want to play. Go ahead. But I want everyone to tell me what's your favorite go-to weapons. I need you to like the video for support. Subscribe to the channel for more content. And I'm out. Salute. Peace. And oh, I just clutched it right there. And I do my dance. I'm out. Peace.